Are you looking for quality and affordable health insurance for you and your family, and you're self-employed? Then in this video, I'm going to break down what I believe is one of the best options for you. What's up, friends? Rob here with Agape Insurance and Financial Group in North Mississippi. And today, if you are self-employed, then you'll definitely want to watch this entire video because I'm going to give you what I believe is one of the best options to help you and your family get the quality and affordable health insurance that you deserve. And so I want to give you 5 reasons today why I believe the Affordable Care Act, formerly known as Obamacare, could be a solid solution for your healthcare needs. Now, before I dive into that, when I throw that out there, a lot of people will say, well, Rob, I thought the Affordable Care Act was just for poor people, or, I've heard some bad things about it. I've heard this or that. And the reality is, while this is not a perfect solution, we have hundreds and hundreds of clients that we have helped with the Affordable Care Act that would not be able to get quality and affordable health insurance otherwise. So is it a perfect plan? No, but it can be a good option for you and your family, especially if you are going through a season where you're having some medical challenges. And so I want to give you 5 reasons that I believe it could be a good option for you. Number 1 is it's based off of your income. If you are self-employed, that means that it's based off the income after you write off all of your deductions. So we have many small business owners, entrepreneurs, real estate agents, 1099 contractors that are getting ridiculously low plans because of their final income after their deductions along with their household size. I'll give you a true story. We had someone in Texas recently that grosses about 200 and some thousand a year, over 200,000 from what I remember, but because they have a household size of 7, and by the time all of their deductions were taken off, because that's what they're going to go by in the Affordable Care Act, then they were able to get quality health care for under $100. And that included both their medical and their RX. If I remember correctly, even with dental, it was around $200 per month for a family of 7. Now, quick disclaimer, I can't guarantee everybody will get that amount, and I don't like to hype things up and over exaggerate. That is a true story, and everyone's situation is different. And so the best way to find out for what you qualify for is simply to call the number on the screen. Either myself or one of our health insurance advisors would be more than happy to walk through that with you and make sure that you get the best situation for you and your family. And all of this is at no cost or no obligation to you. All right, let's jump into number 2. Not only do they base it off of your income and household size, but number 2 is a biggie. They don't count your pre-existing conditions against you. In other words, there's no underwriting involved when applying for the Affordable Care Act. And that is a big deal because we run into a lot of people, or many people, that have health challenges. Even in their 30s and their 40s, they are having some health challenges, and no one is going to take them unless it was going to be during the open enrollment in the fall. And even then, the pricing would be just ridiculously high. So no pre-existing conditions, your medicines, your height and weight, and your medical history counted against you when it comes to applying for the Affordable Care Act. Now, before I dive into the next 3 reasons, if you are getting value out of this so far, please take a moment to hit the like button for us. This just helps us help more people like you find the quality and affordable health insurance that they need. All right, let's jump into number 3. With the Affordable Care Act, you get major medical, you get your RX, and in some cases, you even get dental and vision included for not only you, but your entire family. Well, that is a big deal for a lot of people that are needing not only just medical, but the RX side of things. And then if you have a family, or maybe you have some situations with dental or your vision that you've been prolonging because you don't have any coverage, and now you'll have the opportunity to get those taken care of if it comes with your plan. And even if they don't, we have tons of affordable solutions that are outside of the Affordable Care Act for you. And the reason number 4 that I would consider getting on the Affordable Care Act if you're self-employed is low premiums in many cases, as well as deductibles and co-insurance. Once again, if I can go back to reason number 1, it is based primarily off of your income as well as your household size. So what we generally see is by the time you write all of your deductions off, that comes off that gross income amount. And if you have a pretty big family, you are going to see in many cases low premiums. You're going to see low deductibles and low co-insurance. I actually had someone in my office the other day that came in, and once again, quick disclaimer, I don't preach this as the case every single time, but this is a true story that they were a painter slash construction type person, and they were able to get a plan for about $20 a month. This was a single man that was able to get that, and he had no health insurance deductible. He had very low max out of pocket, and he had very low deductibles and very low co-insurance. Once again, I want to be very clear. Every situation is different. So if you want to find out for you, call the number on the screen or simply down the video description. You can go to our website, fill out the contact form, and that will send us an email, and we'll reach out to you and go through all of that with you at no cost, no obligation to you. But in this particular case, because by the time he wrote everything off, he had a really, really low income on the net side, and therefore it qualified for him to get a really low premium with low deductible, low co-insurance, and low max out of pocket. And we see this pretty frequently all the time here at our office. So that's reason number 4. Now, reason number 5, and the final reason, is in many cases, they have very robust or solid networks. Now, let me be very clear. Not every doctor is going to be in the Affordable Care Act, and from time to time, we see a specialist of some sort, or maybe even your current doctor may not be in the network for whatever reason. Now, here in North Mississippi, we have about 5 carriers to choose from, and in most cases, the provider or providers that people are seeing are in one of those carriers' network, and it may be that way in your area as well. The only way we'll be able to tell is simply to have you reach out to us, put in your zip code, we put in your income, we put in your family size, and then what we do is we look up all of your doctors and we take a look at all of your medicines. That's a big deal as well. We want to make sure all of the doctors are in the network, but as well, we want to make sure that all of your medicines are covered in the formulary. This is why you want to work with a specialist who can help you navigate through all that, because it's nothing more frustrating than getting on a medical plan for a really good amount, premium-wise, low deductible, low co-insurance, and max out of pocket, but you can't go see any of your doctors, right? In some cases, you may have to switch to a doctor within the network if it means that much to you to get quality and affordable health insurance, but in many cases, we see that not the case. So I'm not going to say it's that way or not that way, because it's ultimately going to depend on the area you live and whatever providers are available in that area. But in many cases, we do see the medicines covered very adequately, as well as the doctors are in the network. Well, I pray that you found value out of this video today. Please take a moment once again to like, comment, subscribe. This just helps us help more people like yourself. God bless you guys, and we'll see you on the next video.